Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
So today I will show the RPS or module or course outline of listening for social communication. So in this course description, so the course provides an overview of the skills to generalize the main points of conversation clearly according to social communication standards. And this course helps improve students' understanding of English as spoken by a range of speakers for whom it is a first or second language. And this listening aims to develop students' awareness and sensitivity to different speakers of English. So the student will notice the speed, clear action, accent, lack of complex vocabulary and idiom, and straightforward use of grammar. Then, as students develop their awareness, which makes speakers easy to understand, they will gain more awareness of their own English to be a clearer speaker. For the course learning outcomes, on completion of this course, the student will be able to generalize the main points of clear standard speech and on familiar matters regularly encountered in social life. And then the second outcome, generalize straightforward. So students will be able to generalize straightforward factual information about common everyday or job related topics, identifying both general messages and specific details, provided speech is clearly articulated in generally familiar accent. Atau aksen ya. So ada dua learning outcomes. So student must be familiar dengan social life and factual information. So the subject in this meeting, there are some meetings. So the first meeting, week 1 and 2, we talk about the topic is people. And this is about psychology or sociology. And listening skillnya, you can listening for attitude, understanding key vocabulary, using your knowledge, listening for main ideas and details, take notes, and synthesizing. And then the second meeting, week 3, the third and the fourth meeting, we talk about astronomy or engineering, and the listening skills, understanding meaning from context, and additional skill, understanding key vocabulary, predicting content using visuals, listening for detail, listening to introduction, taking note, and synthesizing. And then week 5, we have quiz. And then week 6 and week 7, we have animals. So we talk about the topic animals, and the discipline is about biology or environmental science or zoology. And the listening skill, we have taking notes, listening for contrasting idea, and additional skill, we have understanding key vocabulary, predicting content using visuals, and so on. And then week 8 atau meeting 8, we have mid test, and then continue with 9 and 10. The topic is about the environment. And then week 11 and 12, transportation. Week 13, we have quiz. Week 14 up to 15, we have the topic custom and tradition. And we have teaching method, lecture and discussion, assessment method. We have class participation, assignment, quiz, midterm test, and final test. So the resource, we have we use Prism listening and listening 1, and Prism Listening and Listening to, published by Cambridge University Press. Okay, let's start with this, yeah. Okay, can you see my screen? Bisa ya? Bisa dilihat?
Bisa, ma'am. Bisa, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, so today we will start with unit 1 that you have seen, yeah, last week. It's about KYU people earn money from the beach. So before you watch or preparing to watch, you can work with your partner and answer some questions. For example, question 1, where in the world is Kenya? And then what ocean is to the east of Kenya? And what can you find on a beach? Then from this KYU people earn money from the beach, you can, what do you see on the beach? Answer some question related to the video. Yeah, what are the people doing in the photos? And how do you think the people of KYU make money? So in this picture, you have seen the photo is about the beach with full of trash. I mean trash, yeah, and then our garbage. And then there are some people who put the garbage, and we see some ornaments, yeah, or some souvenir, yeah, kind of from recycled material. Okay, let's see the next video. So I will ask some, I will ask some students to answer based on the video. Okay.
KYU Island is located off the coast of Kenya in the Indian Ocean. There aren't many tourists on these beautiful beaches. The people who live here seem very isolated from the rest of the world, but they are actually connected to the rest of the world in a surprising way. Plastic and other trash from around the Indian Ocean washes up onto the beach daily. So every day, the women of KYU go to the beach to pick up trash. Why? To earn a living. They collect flip-flops and bring them to their villages. There, artists and craftsmen turn the trash into colorful ornaments and souvenirs to sell. The people of KYU make good money this way. They send most of their ornaments to Nairobi, the capital of Kenya. These are then exported to stores around the world or sold on the internet.
Some people here didn't have houses before, but now they do. Some people didn't have animals for food, but now they do. Now we can buy a lot of things. Some of us couldn't send our children to school, but now we can. That's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, okay. Could you please do circle the correct answer for part 3, number 1. Devira ada? Yeah, we talk about understanding main idea based on watch the video. Ada ya? Okay, number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Based on the video.
Okay. There are a lot of tourists on the beaches of Kiwayu Island.
Can you listen to the video tadi? Bisa ya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 2, Hafiz. Hafiz ada? Number 2 silakan dijawab. Atau siapa yang bisa menjawab? Eric
I
mungkin?
would like to answer.
Okay, what's your name?
Johanna.
Oh ya, Yohana, silakan.
The people who live there seem isolated from the rest of the world.
Ya, isolated from the rest of the world. Okay, next, number 3, siapa lagi? Eric, ada? Atau wants to try to answer number 3? Arvela mungkin, Arvela? Okay, let's see number 3. Yes, Martika, silakan.
Trash from the Asian who live there is on the beach.
Trash from the ocean. Ya. On the beach ya. Okay, number 4. Yes. Siapa lagi yang mau coba menjawab? Okay, Dinda.
People pick up trash on the beach daily to earn a living.
Yeah, the answer is daily ya. So people pick up trash on the beach daily to earn a living. Okay, next, number 5. Yes, Erandi.
People turn the trash into art.
Yeah, people turn the trash into art. Okay, next. Number 6, Kevina.
They make money from the tourists.
Yeah, they make money from the tourists. So that they will have money from tourists who buy some flip-flops or souvenir from the people. And then number 7. Yeah, Masita.
Number 7, they send most of their ornaments to Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes, they send most of their ornaments to Nairobi, Kenya. And the last one. Yes. Siapa ini ya?
Me, ma'am.
Yes, silakan. Hana.
These ornaments are sold to stores around the world.
Yeah, these ornaments are sold to store around the world, not the country only. Okay, next, because we have done listening 1 by group 1, now we group 1 and group 2 next last meeting, so we continue to universe. Okay, so you can look at the picture. So we have, so preparing to watch, we have some pictures or photo. So you can try to answer what are the names of the 8 planets in our solar system, and then what else is there in space, and do you think learning about space is important? Why or why not? So this is the photo or picture about NASA So NASA is the US government organization that plans and controls space travel and studies space. Okay, next, we have watched the video. So someone who can answer number 1 up to 6 based on the video, you can raise hand and I will ask you to answer. Okay, let's see our video.
Here in the Mojave Desert in California, NASA, America's space agency, communicates with the spacecraft Voyager. Project scientist Dr. Edward Stone became part of the Voyager team before it began its journey in 1977. Voyager's goal was to fly by the planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and to send back information to Earth.
None of us knew how long these spacecraft could survive. When I started on Voyager, my 2 daughters were young, and of course by the time they were in college, we were already had passed Saturn. We were on our way to Uranus. They got married, and the Voyager just kept going. We had grandchildren, and Voyager just kept going, and so now our grandchildren are aware of what's happening to Voyager just like our children were.
And what's really amazing is that we're still learning new things from Voyager. Almost 40 years later, Voyager still communicates with this dish over 11 billion miles away. Its message travels at the speed of light, but it still takes more than 17 hours to get here.
Data control 15.
15 data control.
Yes, sir. Do you confirm the Voyager data?
That's firm, sir.
This little green triangle shows Voyager in deep space. It is a message from the spacecraft. In 2012, Voyager 1 left our solar system and became the first man-made object ever to travel outside the empire of the sun.
Yeah, so the video entitled The Empire of Sun, yeah. Okay, so number 1, Voyager atau begin its journey in what years? Yes, Michael Jonas.
Voyager began its journey in 1977.
Yes, that's very good. 1977, yeah. Okay, so it's very old, yeah. So 1977. Next, number 2. Yeah, Sanjabil.
Almost 40 years later, Voyager still communicate with what it is.
Yes, I will make it bigger. I'm sorry. Yes, can you repeat number 2?
Yes, ma'am. Almost 40 years later, Voyager still communicates with a dish.
Yeah, that's good. And then number 3, one by one, yeah, because I cannot see the name. Yang belum muncul ini Erik, Brigita, oke, Anis, yes, silakan. Number 3.
Yes, it communicates with this dish over
11 billion miles away. It communicates with the dish over 11 billion miles away. 11 billion miles away. Okay, that's good. Next, number 4. Siapa ini? Putri, ya, silakan. Putri. Oke ya. Oke, silakan number 4 dijawab.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's me, Zahra.
Oh, Zahra. Oh ya. Oke, Zahra, you can sebentar. Naikkan dulu. Oke, number 4.
In 2012, Voyager left our solar system.
Yeah,
2012.
So the answer 2012. Yeah. Okay. Next, number 5. Bentar ini kenapa? Yes. Number 5. Karisa.
Voyager's message takes more than 17 hours to get to Earth.
Okay, number 5. The answer is 17. Yeah. Number 6. Number 6, siapa yang mau coba? Yes. Can you mention your name and then answer number 6?
Can I, ma'am?
Yes. What's your name?
Hanifa, ma'am.
Nifa, ya, silakan.
The little green triangle shows voyagers in deep space.
Yeah, the answer is only the last one is space. Yeah, so the little green triangle shows Voyager in deep space. Yeah. Okay. Next, could you mention the name of planet? So tadi kita I give you some introductory questions. What are the names of the 8 planets in our solar system? What are they? Siapa yang bisa menyebutkan?
May I, ma'am?
Yes. What's your name?
Sanjabil.
Oh ya, Sanjabil, silakan.
The first one is Mercury, and then Venus, and then Earth, and then we have Mars, and then Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Uranus, and the last one is Saturnus.
Oke, sudah 8 ya tadi. So we have kalau di matahari paling dekat adalah Mars ya, the Mars, and then the Earth atau Bima Sakti ya, kita punya the Earth, and then Venus, kemudian Uranus, Neptunus ya, Saturnus, and then apalagi yang belum tadi? The last one. Ya, nanti kita cek lagi ya. So, do you think learning about space is important? And why it is important? Ada yang mau coba menjawab? Number 3. Siapa yang mau coba menjawab? Afika ada? Afika? Yeah, what do you think about learning space? Yes.
I think learning about space is important. It can gives us more understanding about our own planet.
Yeah, so we need to know about other planets around us, yeah, because we have to depend on the astronomy, ya. Kita juga tergantung ke astronomi, and then about the satellite and so on. Okay, I will stop share and give opportunity to group 3 to present the slide to answer some question related to the topic about universe. Group 3, siapa yang jadi host?
Saya, Ma'am. Hanifa.
Iya, Hanifa ya. Silakan. Yes, silakan, you can start to present. Okay, are you ready, group 3?
Ma'am, bentar.
Yes, ma'am. So good morning, everyone. My name is Johanna Saviana from Group 3, and here are my teammates.
My name is Karisa Amalia.
And my name is Hanifa Akila.
So today we're going to present about the universe, part 1. Listening 1, pronunciation for listening words with easily confused sounds. Listen to these sentences. Underline 2 words in each sentence that sound the same. Number 1, when the sun is out, I make sure my son uses sunscreen so he doesn't get sunburned. The underlined word is sun and sun. Number 2, have you read the information about the red planet? The underlined word is red and red. Number 3, we are having a picnic whether it is hot or not. It has been good weather recently, so we are hoping it will be nice. The underlined word is weather and weather. Number 4, she ate her dinner before she went out at 8 o'clock. The underlined word is 8 and 8. Number 5, there are 2 doctors in the family, and their daughter is also studying medicine. The underlined word is there and there. Number 6, our guest was in the house for an hour. The underlined word is hour and hour. Next. Listen to the sentences that have some of the words in exercise 2 and write down each sentence as you listen. Number 1, the answer is the weather is really nice today. Number 2, I waited for an hour. Number 3, are you going there later? Number 4, I read the book yesterday. Number 5, we ate our dinner. Number 6, I don't mind. Next. The next exercise is this. Number 1, scientists are trying to develop a spacecraft that can carry people all the way to Mars. The answer is spacecraft. Number 2, in our solar system, Earth is the only planet humans can live on. The answer is planet. Some people think that Mars could be a home for humans one day. Number 3, researchers want to go deep into space and reach other solar systems. There is a lot we could learn from research in space. The answer is reach. Number 4, it takes about 3 days to travel at least 240,000 miles or 386,400 kilometers from Earth to the moon. That's a long journey. The answer is journey. Number 5, Earth's surface is made of large masses of land and large bodies of water. The answer is surface. Number 6, scientists hope to explore Mars by the year 2030. Right now, only robots and satellites have arrived there. Number 6, the answer is explore. Number 7, the moon follows a path around Earth. Similarly, Earth follows one around the sun. The answer is path. Number 8, scientists sent a satellite beyond our own solar system. We now have more information about places farther away from the Earth. The answer of number 8 is beyond. Next. Number 5, listen to exercise 5. Listen to the first part of the radio program. Complete the sentences with the words you hear. Number 1, we'll think about the planets people haven't visited yet and whether we are likely to visit some of them in the future. The answer is whether. Number 2, let's begin inside our own solar system, which is made up of all the planets and the sun. The answer is sun. Number 3, Mars is known as the red planet because of its color. The answer is red. Number 4, NASA, the US government group that studies space, so far has only sent robot explorers to Mars. The answer is sent. Number 5, even with the danger, many people want to travel to Mars. The answer is 2. Thanks.
Next, listen to the second part of the radio program. Complete the outline. 1. NASA plans to send people to asteroid. A. Sent to asteroid by 2025. Asteroids equals very large rock goes around the sun like the planets do. The answer is 2025 and the sun like the planets do. Number 1. Robot reaches asteroid and takes a large boulder. The answer is boulder. Number 2. Robot sends it on a path around the moon. The answer is the moon. Number 3. People to explore asteroid in 2020s travels on Orion spacecraft. The answer is to explore. B. Other uses for Orion. Number 1, no travel to Mars. Number 2, help test new spacecrafts. The answer is help test. 2. Lucy BPM 37093. A. A dead star equals white dwarf star. The answer is a dead. Number 1. Doesn't burn, shines with heat. The answer is heat. Number 2. Huge diamond, bigger than all diamonds ever found on Earth. Number 3. Outside our solar system. The answer is outside. B. Facts about Lucy. Number 1. About 2,500 miles or 4,000 kilometers across. The answer is 2,500. Number 2, smaller than Earth, but half as wide. 3, cold star, other stars much hotter. A, only half as hot as our sun. The answer is hot. Next, please. Next, write T for true or F for false next to the statements, then correct the false statements. Number 1, NASA plans to have robots change an asteroid's path and send it around the moon. This statement is true. Number 2, a human trip to Mars is planned for the 2020s. This statement is also true. Number 3, dwarf stars are found in our solar system. This statement is false. The correct one is dwarf stars are found outside our solar system. Number 4, Lucy is larger than Earth. This statement is false. The correct one is Lucy is smaller than Earth. Number 5, Lucy is hotter than our sun. This statement is also false. The correct one is Lucy is only half as hot as our sun. Next, please. Listen to the second part of the program. Write down one more piece of information about NASA's plans for Mars exploration and one more piece of information about the dwarf star Lucy. Number 1, NASA wants to send people to explore the asteroid piece in 2020s. And number 2, Lucy is about 2,500 miles, that's 4,000 kilometers across, less than half as wide as Earth. Next. minutes. Discuss the questions with a partner. Number 1. What are some possible reasons why people want to go to Mars? The answer are to explore the unknown world beyond Earth and to expand knowledge about space. Number 2. What would be some of the benefits of being able to go there? The answer is create an alternative way of living outside the Earth and to feel a new experience that haven't been discovered before. Number 3. What do you think about a robot bringing an asteroid boulder to orbit the moon? What could be dangerous about it? The answer, it's cool and interesting, but it could be dangerous for our Earth because when the boulder are out of the orbit around the moon, it could hit Earth's atmosphere.
And the next exercise is which words in table have similar meaning. The first one, option, the definition is a choice. Effect, the definition is a change, reaction, or result that is caused by something. Solution, the definition is the answer to the problem. Impact, the definition is the effect that a person, event, or situation has on someone or something. Problem, the definition is a situation that causes difficulties and needs to be solved. Issue, the definition is an important topic or problem that people are discussing. Alternative, the definition is one of two or more things you can choose between. The next exercise, complete the sentences with the words from exercise 1 and 2. In some items, more than one answer is possible. Number 1, one problem with going to Mars is that we don't have enough information about how to survive once we get there. The answer is problem. Number 2, what is the issue that we will discuss in class on Friday? I want to read more about it before then so that I have enough support for my ideas. The answer is issue. Number 3, in the future, will there be an option to travel to space as tourists, or will only scientists be able to go? The answer is option. Number 4, what type of impact would there be if we stop exploring space? What do you think would happen? The answer is impact. Number 5, there are about 500,000 pieces of space junk, old broken things in space orbiting Earth that could harm a spacecraft. But the only solution for a spacecraft to not get hit is to try to move out of the way of the junk. The answer is solution. Number 6, I don't see any problem to having governments pay for at least part of space research. Companies only want to pay for things that will make money, not for things that are just interesting to know. The answer is problem. And the last, what effect does the moon have on people? Does a full moon cause things to happen on our planet or affect things in nature? The answer is effect. In the next exercise, complete the sentences using future unreal conditionals and the words in parentheses. Use would or could in the main clause. Number 1, if I became an astronaut, I could go to the moon. Number 2, if I met the president, I would know what to say. The answer are met and would not know. Number 3, I could become an astronaut if I studied astrophysics. The answer are could become and studied. Number 4, if I were more patient, I would get a PhD in physics. The answer are were and would get. Number 5, if I wasn't busy next week, I would go to the meeting. The answer are wasn't and would go. Number 6, Robin could think of good solutions if she understood the issue. The answer are could think and understood. Number 7, the program would be more likely to succeed if the government gave more money. The answer are would be and gave. Number 8, if more interesting things happened, more people would be willing to give money to the project. The answer are happened and would be. And the last one, complete the predictions about the future with your own ideas. Number 1, if NASA sends people to Mars in the 2030s, it would attract a lot of people's attention. Number 2, if more people studied astrophysics and astronomy, a lot of new space-related inventions would increase. Number 3, If space travel were as easy as traveling on a plane, everyone would be going to space all the time. Number 4, if the government stopped paying for space exploration, space projects could stop operating. Well, we think that's enough from our presentation, and thank you.